Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Two Idiots Reading Comics. This week is episode 41, Flashpoint. We're glad to have y'all back. Again, just go follow our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, anywhere that you listen to our podcast. It's so appreciated. Please get the word out. We want to make this, again, we want this to be a community thing that we get to. So like, comment, subscribe, do all the fun algorithm stuff. And I guess that's it. Let's get into it.
And welcome to the best damn book club on the internet. This is Two Idiots Reading Comics,
Hoorah.
episode 41. And I'll just go ahead and say it off the top. We have no way to prove that, so might not be. But to me, we're the best damn book club on the internet.
And if y'all participate, we can make it that.
And we'll make
Legit.
t-shirts. I have tons of t-shirt ideas.
We digress. Has to be one of them.
Fuck. Today is Flashpoint.
Yes.
Davis, you have been asking to do a Flash book for the longest time.
Since we started, even though we
we
also agreed to try and stay away from the big hitters.
you got to spread them out, because if we did all the big storylines in the first year, there'd be no reason to come back.
Right.
So, that's my theory on it. Y'all can completely tell me I'm wrong, and we'll start just reading the hits.
Yeah.
But have you always been a Flash fan, or was it just we used to? I mean, in college, it was always Tuesday nights the Flash was on, Wednesday night Arrow was on, Sunday night.
Oh, Arrowverse. It
either
was Legends of Tomorrow. Then Supergirl came out.
I'm just
Now
talking about
Superman's out.
the ones as friends we all got together to watch. Now,
No, we never
Flash
got to
was just me, you, and our other two roommates. But like Game of Thrones,
and Arrow
the
was the
entire
same
crew,
way. Yeah.
Game of Thrones, our entire crew came to watch.
Walking Dead was the entire
Walking
crew.
Dead was
It was set
most
times.
of the crew.
Yeah, it was set times every night.
Yeah.
Every time it came on. I missed those days.
That sounded depressing as shit.
What? I miss everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've been a Flash fan for a long time.
Uh-huh.
I really liked his comedy, or him being the jokester in the Justice League that
Justice
we watched.
League animated series. Yeah.
He's probably my favorite of the Justice League, the main crew.
Whoa.
Yeah. See, I'm
Over
Superman.
Batman?
Batman's fun, but I don't know. I just like the smart, nerdy kid being the fastest alive.
I will give the Flash this. Super speed is one of the best superpowers.
Yeah.
Now, at times, I do think they make him a little too fast.
They
Like,
do, but then
He's almost like a get out of jail free card for DC Comics.
and kind of like this.
Yeah.
Turn back the clock and woo, we're fixed.
Yeah.
But
Although I will personally say my personal favorite superpower, and I feel like would just be the best, is teleportation. Because you know what's faster than being the fastest man alive?
teleportation.
Boom, I'm already there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
Everybody says flying, and I never
Flying's
understood
just-
it until, if you still haven't watched Invincible, because we're recording this the same day as last episode, so nothing has changed. But Invincible episode 1 has probably the best flying montage out of any superhero thing I've ever seen.
really,
They actually make it look fun, and then they put it to a Cage the Elephant song, and it just looks so fucking fun. I was like, all right, now I understand why it looks cool.
yeah, because in like Supergirl and the new Superman, I haven't watched the new Superman on CW yet. Who else?
I haven't-
I
haven't watched the Arrowverse since probably Flash season 3.
Oh, I've still probably got 2 seasons of Arrow, and I'm 2 behind on Flash at least. Supergirl, I lost interest. Behind on Legends, and hadn't even watched Superman.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But in any of those that there's a flying person, they just kind of whoosh. Okay, they're gone.
Well, that's
I mean,
all
that's
the
it.
superhero
But,
stuff in general.
but it doesn't make it look fun.
No,
Like,
it's rigid.
yeah,
But like, Invincible is like he's falling while having, or like he looks like he's having fun. He's falling but catching himself at the right moment.
that's
And
cool.
They
yeah.
talk about it in the show. He's like, your superpowers are like a muscle. And Mark even makes the comment. He's like, I didn't realize I was gonna have to keep working out. He's like, and his dad is like, yeah, it's a muscle. You have to train it. It's like if you want to keep, break the sound barrier and stuff like that, you got to get stronger.
That is, the Flash does a big thing about that.
Yeah, and he's like, but like in episode 1, he's like, now when you fly, you can tire yourself out super easily. So you got to learn to like relax and let yourself like guide yourself.
Yeah. And like almost like free fall.
Yeah, but like in a certain direction, and then like tense your muscles when you need to. And so
that's
it looks
so cool. That is.
He's flying like he's in a squirrel suit, but can make himself go up anytime.
That's pretty cool.
I'm like, that's fucking awesome.
Because like Superman, he doesn't have to do anything. He gets his power from the sun. Is what he is.
He goes straight in a straight line.
Batman, he's already been trained, so he just he just keeps going. He doesn't really train more.
Yeah.
And Green Lantern, his ring does whatever. It's his mind.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman, she is who she is. And Martian Manhunter is a freaking superhuman alien.
Yeah.
And Cyborg taps into computers, so they don't work out.
Yeah.
But the Flash does seem like, in the show too, for him to get better, he has to train. Yeah. He's always running. He's always practicing.
I did like that about season 1 of The Flash?
Season 1, they literally hook him up to all these instruments and like, hey, can you do this? Yeah. Then can you do this? Can you phase through the wall? You have to practice to phase through a wall.
Yeah.
You have to practice to get up to the speed just to go back in time.
Yeah.
Or you have to practice not to hit that barrier. You got to know when to hit that right before that barrier to stop.
Getting that strong is one thing. Learning to control yourself at that strong.
And I guess that's why I've always liked The Flash. Then the show made me like it even more. Yeah. And then now I'm a huge Flash fan. I liked when Rebirth started, I got nothing but Flash.
Yeah.
Or I got a lot of Flash. So I enjoy it. And I enjoy Wally West and both Wally Wests.
Yeah.
Now they've added a whole lot of new. Well, they're not new. They're just bringing them back.
They're just like, here's the entire
family. Yeah, the family of Flashes from the past, present, future.
Yeah.
And it gets confusing, but because he's a time traveler.
Yeah.
And so they can go forward and back and get people, and it does get confusing, but I enjoy it.
All right. So, we always try to do our negative comments up front. That way. I know you said you had some comments. Oh, we still have a credit. My bad.
So this is Flashpoint. Writer Geoff Johns.
Jeff Johns.
Jeff Johns. Wow, okay. Penciler
you
Andy.
Said Geoff Johns.
Yeah, because it's Geoff.
Geoff.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh, I thought you said Geoff.
Geoff.
Thank you. Also,
Penciler.
He may or may not be canceled. We're just reading this book because it's good. We know, by no means support the things he may or may have not done.
What's he done?
In regard of Ray Fisher. They're saying him and Josh Whedon were like not very cool on set. So.
Even Whedon?
Yeah, Whedon mostly, and then Jeff Johns was the producer that was just like, yeah, cool, whatever show? Whedon says.
Which show? What? Which show?
When they took over the Justice League for Zack Snyder after his daughter died. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, that's right, because then the guy that played Cyborg.
Yeah, that's Ray Fisher. Yeah.
Shit.
I think it's Ray.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure. Who's the guy that plays Finn on Star Wars? One of them is Ray Fisher. I'm pretty sure it's Cyborg.
I think it's
Yeah. They're both very upset about the movies that they were in.
Yeah, they did Finn wrong. They did
they did Finn wrong.
Fucking wrong. Either way, penciler Andy Kubert, inkers Sandra Hope and Jess Delperdang. Sure. Delperdang. Delperdang. Colorist Alex Sinclair. Letterer Nick J. Napolitano. Original series and collection covers Kubert, Hope, and Sinclair. All right. So, yeah, some of the negative... So this story set up for New 52.
Yes.
This story has also been done in the Flash TV show.
Which was already?
Yeah, they did it already.
Hey,
or they did a...
Was that the one? Did it. Yeah. Was that the one where Ezra Miller showed up in his Flash?
No, that was Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Okay, cool.
That's when that all shit the bed.
That's when like every show came together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they've done that. That was the 4th time they've done that. They've brought all the CW shows together. But that one was the Crisis on Infinite Earths storyline.
Arrow retired, or like
pretty
Stephen
much.
Amell legit was like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was it. And it was villain. Either way, I haven't seen it all, but I know the villain. Either way, but they've done Flashpoint because they changed some characters up, and
okay.
But for this to have been like this is set the stage for New 52.
Yeah.
It's been talked about. It had its own animated movie,
which is really good,
fucking amazing. And then it's been in the TV show. It's been adapted many times. The story seemed dull to me.
Well, we've also seen it in every iteration except for comics until now.
That's probably why. Because the movie is
the animated movie is really good, and
good.
It fills in.
And it follows this to a T.
There was one in the animated movie. They make it clear up front that Barry is the one that went. That is true. It.
This
because that's literally the first scene is Barry runs to go save his mom.
In the story, you don't know it's Barry until like almost the
issue
end.
4 or something. But so that I thought was weird. And then just they did more fighting stuff in the movie.
True. And
more war.
When we were looking up to do Flashpoint, there was on Comixology there was like a 52 issue one.
Oh yeah, there was.
And that was
we talk about
the 5 issues of Batman, Cyborg, Aquaman, Wonder Woman.
Yep.
All the players that were in this had 5 issues, and I feel the movie took from those
definitely
and made the movie the movie.
I mean, we didn't even in the movie they addressed the whole thing of how Martha Wayne is the Joker. They didn't.
Yeah, they didn't even talk about that.
They didn't talk about it. Yes, which I guess was the Batman spinoff.
Yeah.
So
and they barely talk about why Aquaman and Wonder Woman were fighting, which is Wonder Woman killed Aquaman's wife.
Yeah. So I imagine every iteration we've seen of this was more filled out.
That is true.
And
that
so
makes
this
more
just
sense.
seemed kind of like bare bones.
That is true.
Version of it.
But again, it's still cool. Still a cool storyline.
Oh yeah, really cool concept.
Because, I mean, it literally rewrote DC.
Yeah.
Created the New 52, which then
I like the page
created Rebirth because of the events of this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently
this
and all of this, Dr. Manhattan is technically the one that actually changed everything.
Back.
Yeah. Yeah, on the change back, it was Dr. Manhattan.
That changed it, gave Rebirth.
No, no, Dr. Manhattan is the one that changed it into the New 52. Rebirth was Wally West fixing everything.
But I thought this created New 52. Or
this created New 52, but Dr. Manhattan is the one that messed with everything.
To get it to that point.
Or Barry Allen caused the New 52, but when he went to go set it back straight,
then Dr. Manhattan
did something.
That's right.
And caused it to
because
basically they were explaining why there was no like
Wally,
why everything was just so dark and gloomy. There was no like cheerful comics and stuff like that.
Because even the Flash got dark during the New 52.
Or at least I think that's what Doomsday Clock was trying to tell us. I don't know.
Doomsday Clock was supposed to go for 1 year, 1 month, 12 issues for 1 year.
Yeah.
Turned into 12 issues for 2 years, and everybody completely forgot about it until the last issue brought this big thing to a head. And then
they tried
DC,
to pin the New 52 on Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah, then DC completely erased what they were going for, and now has infinite frontier, which I have tried to understand, and none of it makes fucking sense.
I think basically they're just saying, hey, it's a multiverse, all of it's canon, but don't get too hung up on the canon-ness of it.
Which
we'll tell you what's in
defeats
purpose.
The entire purpose of canon. Like everything is has a canon.
How cool is Elseworlds?
They are cool.
Yeah.
But we know they don't
count.
Either way.
They started in the 30s, the 20s?
You talking about comics in general?
Yeah.
I
The
think Superman's first appearance or the first comic was 23.
Why do I not remember? It's basically Superman #1, but it wasn't Superman. It was called something else. Action Comics #1.
Yeah.
Well,
That
like
was
in the
like 20
30s or the 20s.
Yeah, I think it was
early
25.
30s. I don't know.
Yeah.
But so they've been going for almost 100 years now. You're gonna have like you're either gonna need to restart the entire continuity or just say, hey, don't stress too much about the continuity.
That makes sense.
So
Okay.
I don't blame them.
Yeah. Well, and then you've got Marvel who did Infinity War.
Yeah.
That kind of, I guess, did the same thing and just brought everything
They do
together.
the same. They fucking
That-
reboot almost every other year.
That is true. But you said you liked the scene. That the scene was really cool that you were going to go.
Oh, when he goes and fixes, like goes back to fix what it basically stop himself from stopping Reverse Flash, and you see literally the art style transition into the New 52 art style.
That is true
because
he's running and it's I guess or what would be the Watch. There's this figure talking.
Yeah, I have no idea. I guess that's a Watcher, or
the Watchers in Marvel.
Who are the people?
They're gods. It's the whole thing that just happened. Infinite Frontier just did it. DC Metal, where Wonder Woman just joined them, and I don't know
what
their
they're called.
Yeah,
but yeah. The people who watch anything and everything.
Yeah.
So
and in it she says, "You will pay a price for what you have done."
Yeah.
And I think that's the whole Wally West being removed from the timeline, creating Iris's nephew Wally West into the timeline. But in it, I remember him. I like that too because he says there's 3 possible futures.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. What was about?
I don't remember, and I think that was the whole idea of there was the original that he didn't know because there was so much happening. He doesn't know which one was the original.
Yeah.
The second, which I think he chose for New 52.
Okay.
And then the third
was the one that
could have really fucked up everything.
Yeah.
Because it showed a conglomerate like what the Justice League would look like.
Okay.
And I think he chose the Cyborg instead of the original.
I tell you one thing that I did not, or like made me upset, is that they brought in the Grifter.
Oh,
he's that guy with the red mask.
Yeah.
He is from Jim Lee. He was a founder of Image.
Yeah.
I think it was Wildstorm Studios.
Yep.
And Grifter was a part of that universe. And when Jim Lee decided to leave Image, DC bought Wildstorm Studios. And so they've had the rights to all those Jim Lee characters.
And just won't use them.
And this was like saying, hey, we're going to bring some of these guys over. And Grifter, which is apparently like a badass character.
He kind of reminded me of the Red Hood a little bit.
A little bit.
But
I think he did get like a little like 5-issue miniseries. Because he has like a graphic novel that was from the New 52 time period. But they stopped using them. And I was just like, what are we doing here? I mean,
there was a lot.
It's the same thing where like they bought the whole universe that Static Shock is from.
And just now starting to do
started now using them again.
Like the Static Shock that
you have these cool characters. Like why not? I mean,
because you remember growing up with the Warner Brothers,
WB Kids,
and it had Static Shock.
Yeah. Well, now that I say that, there's a lot of issues going on at DC. Apparently, they're down to only like 30 books a month.
Yeah, they completely gutted.
Yeah, I think that's more.
DC Metal apparently did not do what they wanted.
I think it was more of AT&T doesn't give a shit about making comics, and so.
Well, then you also had the whole DC cinematic universe that's shit itself.
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Then you had that DC Online that didn't work.
DC Online.
Remember they had.
You mean the app?
Yeah.
Well, that's because HBO Max came and cut them.
Then HBO Max. So then that whole creation.
I would venture to say the DC section of HBO Max is probably one of the most watched sections.
Right, but now they're run by HBO members.
Yeah.
Not the people that were running it. So all those people got cut. Majority.
I don't know.
So it just the whole.
They need a Kevin Feige figure.
Yeah.
But who knows?
But what were your? I mean, I've been rambling a lot, but
I
what's
mean,
your idea?
I really like this comic book. I mean, the idea of Atlantis and the Amazons going to war against each other. Like, surprised that hadn't been done sooner. It may have. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And just the general effects that would have across the DC universe. This is towards the beginning of where they really start to push Cyborg as a major player.
Yeah.
Because New 52 is where he became a founding member of the Justice League.
And this shows like
fucking
once everybody else shits, like when it shits the bed for everybody else, he is the one left standing.
Yeah.
Trying to fix it, trying to not have all out war.
Yeah.
But preparing for all out war because it's about to go bad.
Yeah. I thought the whole Thomas Wayne and Martha Wayne was really cool.
Yeah, though we don't see the Martha Wayne in this.
Yeah.
But it's kind of hard. Yeah, we know what happens.
But yeah, I thought it was just really good.
Yeah, I still enjoy it, but I think like you said,
we've seen every iteration of it before we actually read the comic.
Right.
So this seems kind of bare bones.
True, and I think that was what my issues were with it. But other than that, I liked how they threw Reverse Flash in there as just mocking.
Yeah, that
just mocking
something
him.
They kind of just say. They don't really. I mean, did you read any of the New 52 Flash?
A little bit, not much.
But I mean, they pretty much say like the Reverse Flash could never kill the actual Flash because that is what inspired him to basically get his powers.
Yeah.
And recreate the
it created the
experiment.
Speed Force. Yeah.
And now that Flash yanked him out of the timeline, basically made him a free man. He's like,
no.
I am or like he stopped him.
No, Flash.
Yeah.
Went back in time to save his mom.
Yeah,
and stop
Reverse Flash. Yeah.
But Flash in Flashpoint goes back and stops himself from going back in time.
The first
in general.
time, though.
Yeah.
Like, the first time is him going to stop
the original
Reverse Flash.
Right.
Which caused this entire fucked up world.
Correct.
And so when he did that, it ripped him out of the timeline. And so now he's free to do whatever he wants. He's like not constrained by the laws of
that's right.
Time travel.
I thought it said that he was just running through the time stream when that happened. Either way that it works out, he is free to
now. Like he basically says, like
you freed me. Like
you freed me. I can kill you and I won't in turn erase my
myself.
Future.
Yeah.
Which now that I say that's cool, but at the same time, Batman kills him, and I just remember that I was like, well, that's probably why he doesn't show up.
Well, and in doing that, I wonder if it still created the blip that Eobard Thawne Reverse Flash could still kill Barry, or because that iteration was killed and then they reset the timeline.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I can tell you,
now
Reverse Flash has never killed Flash, and vice versa. So
yeah, you're not gonna have him do it,
but it would be cool.
Yeah,
I think it'd be a cool storyline.
And now
actually,
you see why the MCU
Flash has died.
I mean, I think there's a lot of stuff has died.
Yeah.
But now I'm starting like, well, the MCU was right. That's way easier to just say, no, you affecting the past doesn't affect your future, because.
It would create an alternate timeline. It would
create an alternate timeline. It wouldn't affect yours.
Yeah.
Because that whatever happens would then become your future when you go back, or somehow, or however they explain it.
I can see the diagram that the Sorcerer Supreme gave Bruce Banner, but I can't explain it.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it was really good. And we just talked a lot. I don't know how much of it was actually about Flashpoint, but
none.
You're the Flash guy. You tell me what you thought.
Oh, I enjoyed it.
But wrap it up in about 5 minutes.
The idea of it was great. Yeah. And because, again, we've seen it in every iteration I think they can do. Book, animated, live action.
If you're having to watch one, I would probably say the animated Flashpoint movie.
Oh, yeah.
Is probably
that
the best.
brings everything together.
Now, have you gone, there's a Justice League Dark.
I have not watched that yet. And he's supposed to go back in time on that one too.
Flash at the very It's an awesome movie.
Is that what's going to say?
There's like a Justice League Dark, and then there's a second Justice League Dark. The second one, John Constantine basically tells Flash is like, go back again. We got to try again.
Yeah.
I was like, really?
Yeah. So is that?
I'm also just a big Justice League Dark fan, so I thought it was cool. But yeah, any final thoughts?
I like the idea that the Flash was losing his memory.
Because the time streams were. Yeah.
That it wasn't an alternate timeline, an alternate universe, that he literally was, this is his timeline.
Yeah.
And then he remembers when he goes back to his original and then giving Bruce his father's letter.
Oh, yeah,
that hurt.
Touching.
That was nice. But other than that, again, we didn't really talk whole. Flashpoint is he goes back in time, fucks up the timeline. Everything that happened in that is reversed, and it creates New 52.
Yeah.
That apparently everybody in the world hates New 52.
I think there's just a lot of loud complainers on the internet, but
yeah,
whatever.
Either way, it's still a very good comic and world. So
it's good. Definitely need to check it out at least once. But next week, doing our continuous, we're gonna wrap up Venom. Finally,
4 months later.
Yeah,
there'll be
a lot of confusing time streams.
Cool SpongeBob. 4 months later.
I like that you're just adding stuff in that I have to edit.
Yeah, I know. See, I don't have to worry about it.
Not gonna happen. But we'll see y'all next week.
All right. Bye.
Bye.